So here we've got this equation which requires, or in which we are required to simplify without the use of a calculator. And if you look at this expression, you will notice that here we've got a base of 5, the base of 5, the base of 5, the base of 5. So let us try to make the base of 5 out of this number so that we can work with the base of 5 in the entire equation, or the entire equation should have the base of 5. So 125, we know that it is 5 to the power of 3, because if you do 5 multiplied by 5, this is going to give you 25. 25 multiplied by 5, it is going to give you 125. So that is why we are saying that we have to write 5 to the power of 3 to represent 125. So another issue that we have here is 5 to the power of x plus 1. And according to the exponent rule, we know that if we have got a to the power of m and we multiply it by a to the power of n, it is the same as a to the power of m plus n. Sorry about that, this space is kind of small. And we can see from our equation this number 5 to the power of x plus 1 is in this format, or in this form. So to simplify it, we're going to have to put it in this form. So instead of 5 to the power of x plus 1, we're going to write 5 to the power of x multiplied by 5 to the power of 1. And then our next step will therefore be the square root of 5 multiplied by the square root of 5 to the power of 3 minus 5 to the power of x multiplied by, since we are saying that we are replacing 5 to the power of x plus 1 by this. So instead of this, we are going to write this. So it is going to be 5 to the power of x multiplied by 5 to the power of 1, which is literally 5. So over 5 to the power of 2x. So let us put equal to make more sense out of this equation. And also, if you consider the property of the square roots, we know that if we have got, where should I write? Let me just write here. So if we have got the square root of a multiplied by the square root of b is equal to the square root of a multiplied by b, all in the same square roots. So that is what we are going to do at this numbers. So we are going to write, instead of having separate square roots, we are going to have one square root, 5 multiplied by 5 to the power of 3 here. And if we go back to the exponent rule that we spoke about in this session, we know that if we are multiplying the numbers of the same base, we can add the exponents. So here we have got 5 to the power of x and 5 to the power of x. So the base is the same, so we are going to add this exponent with this exponent. And then you will realize that x plus x is equals to 2x. So instead of writing 5 to the power of x multiplied by 5 to the power of x, we are just going to write, where should I write? 5. We are just going to write, let me write here, 5 to the power of 2x. So this will become 5 to the power of 2x, because like we have got the same base, we add the exponents. X plus x equals to 2x, and we use the same base. So it is going to be 5 to the power of 2x multiplied by 5 to the power of 1 in this stage. Uh, 5 multiplied by 5 to the power of 3 minus 5 to the power of 2x multiplied by 5 to the power of 1. 5 divided by 5 to the power of 2x. But here we have got this 5 to the power of 2x, and then we have got 5 to the power of 1. This 5 to the power of 2x and 5 to the power of 2x, where it is going to cancel. This one is going to cancel this one, and then we are going to be left with 5 alone in this side. And then this and this are multiplying each other again, like we have got 1 here. So we basically don't write, because like any number to the power of 1 is that number. So we have got 5 and 5 at the basis. So if we are multiplying the basis, we add their exponents. So this one is going to be 5. So this one is going to be the square root of 5 to the power 1 plus 3 is going to be 4. So this one is going to be 5, square root of 5 to the power of 4. So our next step will therefore be the square root of 5 to the power of 4 minus 5 to the power of 1 divided by 1, which is basically 5 to the power of 1. So we basically cancel this and just write 5 to the power of 1, which is basically 5, but I'll just keep it there. So remember that the square root of a, for an example, is the same as a raised to the exponent of half. So if I apply this knowledge here, so we're going to have 5 to the power of 4, and then since we have exponent of half, that eliminates the square root. We're going to multiply that with a half. So 4 multiplied by half is 2. And then instead of having the square root of 4, instead of having the square root of 5 to the power of 4, we are going to have 5 to the power of 2. And therefore, our next step will be 5 to the power of 2 minus 5 to the power of 1. And we know that 5 to the power of 2 is 25, minus 5 to the power of 1 is just 5. So 25 minus 5 is going to give you 20. 20 is the answer that we are looking for. Thank you.